You never know with that guy, man. I fixed my pen, Shane. Like literally 2 seconds ago. The one I
Oh, the one
broke.
you broke yesterday?
Yeah.
What'd you break it for?
I was trying to. I couldn't get the pen on my AR to open up,
So
so
you
I
shoved a pin in
poked it
there?
with this.
Yeah, he shoved a pin in there to get another pin out. And as he's doing so, I'm probably about to break this pin.
Yeah, in
Then I
2
watched
seconds.
everything shoot out the back of it.
Dang sure did.
That
It's back
seems
together. I'm surprised I found all the parts.
that seems a little unsafe.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I enjoy this so much. I enjoy taking pins apart and putting them back together. Like when I'm
Yeah,
sitting in
me
church,
too.
I will take the exact same pin apart 16 times and put it back together. Like all the way apart.
Why?
I don't know. I like even this pin
I
while I'm sitting
have to
here,
do something with my hands.
I will unscrew
I
this
think that's
pin.
part of the tism.
I will unscrew
Oh,
this
yeah.
pin 65 times during this podcast tonight.
It's either that or play with a bottle top in your mouth.
Yeah,
Or whatever
that
that
or
is.
yeah, I'm gonna grab this. Like I'm gonna play with something.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes multiple things.
Yeah.
That's why I don't show my hands like ever.
Well, see,
I
my
don't.
thing
I
is
try not to. I think it just ends up in the camera.
I
Yeah.
talk
try
with
not
my
to.
hands like bad. Like really bad. I pick on my wife all the time for talking with her hands, but I am one of the absolute worst of talking with my hands. I just don't know what to do. Like,
Oh, whenever people tell me not to talk with my hands, I'm like,
yeah,
it's
you
like
start
all
doing
of a sudden I can't talk.
what's the Ricky Bobby thing? I don't know what to do with my hands. Ain't that off in
Yeah,
Talladega Nights?
I don't know.
I have no
I
idea.
think so. Where he's doing an interview after a race.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I think you're
100%
right.
sure I've watched Talladega Nights from beginning to
That's
end.
tough.
I don't know that I have either. I have a
Pretty
lot of
good.
time on my hands, so
I've watched a lot of it.
I seen your post on
But
Facebook.
oh yeah, by the way, whoever commented Heartland, I totally like. I'm
That's a good
behind
one.
Heartland. That's a good show.
And it's
Heartland?
forever. It's like 27 seasons, I swear to
Yeah.
God.
Well, it's a Canadian show, and so there's like an extra 4 seasons. Like Netflix is like 4 seasons behind or something like 2 seasons behind, 3, something
Gotcha.
like that. But it's a good show.
I can tell you this. A lot of the stuff that's been posted on there, I've watched.
Well, if
Really?
you haven't watched Heartland, it'll
I don't
definitely
think I
take up your
have
time.
watched. I don't
I
think
looked
I
at the
have watched.
comments. I ain't seen half of those shows. More than
did
half
too.
of those shows.
Yeah.
I've watched a bunch of them.
I have. I don't watch much TV.
And
neither.
like, so like my
Ever.
thing is like, if they're look, I have like I'm partial dyslexic, got a reading disability, whatever you want to call it. So if it has any like other languages in it that I have to read subtitles on, I'm
Ew.
out. Like I can't keep up. So I can't keep up. So it's just I don't know.
So you never watched Squid Games?
No.
Squid Games is not a good show. Like I don't recommend it as a family show. But
Isn't it
that's
just like
one
a
of those
game
shows
show?
once you
I never watched it.
No?
I've just
Okay,
heard
well,
about it.
it's like a game show, but like I mean, people die in it.
It's a horror game
Pretty,
show.
yeah.
Oh,
It's,
wow.
yeah, it's but it's one of those things like you start watching, like it's not like scary horror or anything, but it's yeah,
I got you.
it's gory and it's got language and all that stuff in it. Definitely not a family show.
Gotcha.
But I can't remember. I actually don't think you have to watch another language. I think they hired people to voice over.
See, I can't do that either.
But the lips don't match
the
what
lips
they're
not
saying.
matching. I can't do it. Like Callie
Yeah, I've never been able to do it neither. But the thing is, like, that's one of the shows that once you start watching it, at least for me, I had to know what was going to happen.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Which they're wearing masks most of the time, aren't they?
No, just the bad game show host or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yeah, but see, like Callie, she'll watch like Hispanic shows with a English voiceover. I'm like, how are you sitting through this? Like that, it's like they say something and then the mouth moves, and they say something else, and then I'm like, that I can't.
See, it's not that bad with Squid Games. I mean, like, as their mouth is moving, words are coming out. It just doesn't always match up.
Yeah.
Like their motion of the mouth to the word they're saying.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Have you ever watched Friday Night Lights? The show?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say if you haven't watched that, that's another good one.
I might need to just rewatch that. I love Friday Night
Oh
Lights.
yeah.
that's a
That's
great
a good rewatch anytime.
Yeah.
What about Lost? You ever seen Lost?
Yes, I was lost the entire time.
Dude, Lost was great up until the end.
the last episode or
The way it ended, I was like, what are we doing?
So lost. Like literally, I was like,
I don't
this show is
remember
about
Lost
giving.
at all. I need to
so
watch it
upset.
again.
It's been
because
a long time.
the show is good.
I watched it when I was real young because Shane was watching, so I just watched what he was watching,
Yeah.
and I didn't. And I don't remember.
The show was
like, at all.
good. The ending was terrible.
Yeah, that's where they're like stuck on the island and all.
Yeah, and I can't even remember what anyone. I remember just watching. I was like, I cannot believe
it just ended. Like the show just
conclusion.
ended. Like it was just over.
Yeah, like this is the conclusion we come to.
Yeah. I was like, what just happened?
I feel like that has to be the plan.
I'm probably gonna get clowned for this one. Have you ever watched Heart of Dixie?
I feel like I have.
It's a total chick flick show, but I love it.
It's okay.
I think I have. It's the chick from.
She's from like a big city doctor and goes to a small town.
Yeah, and falls in love with some like country boy and all. Or what's his name?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I didn't watch all of it.
He's like a skinny brown hair guy. I feel like I have seen Heart of Dixie.
Well, the quarterback from the reason I even found it is because the quarterback from
You talking about Jason
Friday
Street?
Night, Jason Street. He's one of the main guys in that thing.
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't think I've seen the whole thing, but I have seen it. Matter of fact, I thought when people said, "What is it, Heartland?"
Yeah,
I thought that was Heart of Dixie.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Heartland is like about a. So brief background is this chick loses her mom in a accident saving a horse when she was young, and then is horse obsessed and helps horses and all that stuff. And so it's basically about like a horse farm type thing.
Gotcha.
So if you like stuff like that, then you'll like it.
I haven't watched all of that.
It's like a much tamer version of Yellowstone. There's not a bunch of murder and all that stuff in it.
I've never watched Yellowstone.
It's the same kind of like
Yellowstone's intense.
Ranch style.
Which, speaking of
show.
Yellowstone,
it could be a family show.
Yellowstone is not a family show.
Yellowstone is not a family show.
Speaking of, they're coming out with I guess it's like a sequel. I guess is what it's called. Of Yellowstone, but it's with what's the guy's name? The dude.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah. He goes and moves to Texas. He leaves the Yellowstone Ranch and moves to Texas and joins the 4 Sixes.
So the last time I watched Yellowstone, for not this past birthday, the birthday before that, whenever they were coming out with that season or whatever.
Yeah.
All I planned on doing was going get dinner, come home and watch Yellowstone. I watched the first episode and a half or whatever.
Yeah.
And then never watched it again. So I watched the first episode and a half of season 2, and I haven't watched it since.
That's wild. You usually get so wrapped up.
Yeah, when I get wrapped up in a show, I get wrapped up in a show, but I don't know what. That's when I was working those crazy hours too, though.
Yeah.
So
I watched. It's called Will Trent. It's actually like a show based off of I don't know if it's realistic or not, or not realistic. True stories or not. But it's a GBI agent out of Atlanta that is a detective, and that show's actually pretty good. I sat there and watched 2 full seasons of that in a day.
I heard that show Suits is good.
I've done watched that whole thing. It is
good.
Who was I watching Suits with?
I do like Suits.
Steven, when we went to Sarasota.
Suits is good.
On the way back, I was watching it wherever he was at.
Yeah.
And you're so confused, probably.
I had no idea. I was like, all right, this person's hooking up with this person, but this person likes that person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's with every.
And he's like, yeah, but I mean, whenever you come into the middle of it, all that stuff's already determined, and I'm trying to figure out who's hooking up with who, and why this person's mad at that person for hooking up with that person, and then what this other 5th person has to do with anything. I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah, Suits is a good show though. I do like that. But yeah, I got some time on my hands, so I got a lot to.
Well, Heartland has last I saw 14 seasons on Netflix.
Holy cow!
It'll keep you busy for a minute.
Like full seasons, I'm pretty sure.
Full seasons, yeah.
It's got 12 episodes. I think ain't it in the 20s every season?
I think some are for sure. I can't remember. I mean, I actually want to go back and watch it. It's one of the few shows I want to watch again.
Yeah.
What's it's on Netflix?
It used to be, but if it's not, have you heard of the that Up or whatever? It's like a faith-based streaming network or whatever.
No.
Okay, well, if it's not on Netflix, it's on there, and they're up to date on their seasons.
Gotcha. Okay.
Their seasons come out before Netflix. I think it's called Up or something like that.
It's a streaming network.
Yeah, because I have paid for it just to watch Heartland.
Oh, wow.
And then I canceled it after I was done with the season. And whenever the new season dropped, I would go and buy it again.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, I guess we probably should get into an intro here. We got on a little rant there for a little bit. I guess welcome to the Southern Roots podcast, guys. This is episode number 27. 27. That is
we actually
correct.
Got it right
we did. First time. I almost said 26 because it's still pulled up beside me and I see 26, but I really should stop doing that. So we are on episode 27. Have not much going on this week, or the last week. They've done a lot at the property, and I haven't done much of anything. But before we get into all that, Seth, you want to plug the social media?
Yeah, go like the Facebook page, follow the YouTube channel, the TikTok and the Instagram. Go like, subscribe, share. Everything is at the Southern Roots. Give us some interaction. We would greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. We are slowly but surely getting more subscribers and followers on all of our social media. We are on, I know it seems small right now, but we are on the road to 100.
Yep.
Through, what's it called? YouTube.
Yep.
So thank you guys for all of that. If you're new, drop a comment. Let us know where you're listening from. That would be cool to know. That way we have, not that it really matters, but just a general idea of how far out this podcast is reaching and YouTube channels getting to people. I know obviously YouTube's got its kind of own algorithm, so it's a little different than most. But with that being said, guys, the reason we were talking about TV shows is because over the weekend I made a Facebook post because obviously, if you've listened to the past couple, whatchamacallums, what are they called? Podcasts. There we go.
Podcast?
Yeah. If you've listened to previous podcasts, you know that I have had surgery as of last Friday. When you're listening to this a week ago from the day you're listening to this, if you're listening to it on Friday morning. That has put me on the couch for at least 2 weeks, I believe. I have a follow-up appointment Tuesday. I'm not sure. One day next week, I have a follow-up appointment to, I guess, take the surgical splint off my foot, see what all go over everything, kind of go from there. So I'm trying to find TV shows to watch because, me and Shane were talking before the podcast. We started recording, and sitting on the couch is fun to an extent.
It's fun unless you're being forced to do it.
Yeah, when you're told.
If it's your choice to do
Yeah.
it, it's like, all right, yeah, this is cool. I can get down with this for a day or two.
Yeah.
But when you're being forced to do it within the first 5 hours, like, yeah, this sucks.
Yeah. I remember, I think it was like 10 o'clock Monday morning, pretty much the first work day of being sitting at the house within 2 to 3 hours of I should have been at work. And I remember calling, I forget who I called, and just talk. I was like, hey, what y'all doing? It was my mom and sister because they are on the way. They were coming back from North Carolina. And they're like, just riding. I said, oh, just sat there and talked about absolutely nothing because I was bored out of my mind already. You can only sleep for so much time, man. But hey.
There's some people that can sleep for a long time.
Long time. That's what I was saying.
Not me. I can't do it.
Nah, not me neither.
Y'all see what my wife commented on that
No,
Facebook post?
I looked at the post that one time. There was like 6 comments, and then I hadn't looked at it since.
Oh, there's a bunch on there now. I've quit reading them. Jesus. I've quit reading them.
Why? You had nothing else to do.
I don't know. That's a good point. You also get tired of looking at your phone too, like, believe it or not. I mean, when that's all you're doing is watching TV and scrolling Facebook reels and TikTok.
Oh, dude, his weekly summary is going to be insane. It's going to be up 62% from what it normally is.
It probably will.
Oh, for sure.
So, but yeah, she commented like, you could hang up the laundry. Sweet. I'm out on that. So, I got a doctor's excuse not to do anything. That includes laundry. No, I might actually do it because I get bored. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, that's why we were talking about the TV show. So if you have a good TV show and it wasn't one of the ones that we mentioned at the beginning, drop it in the comments. Maybe I'll check it out. Or a movie. Movies are fun to watch too sometimes. But
dude, when I had COVID and I had to stay in my room for a week, I watched all of the what is it? The series with the Avengers or whatever.
Marvel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that I watched. I seriously think I watched them all in order. Like even like the Wasp Man or whatever it is, or Ant-Man, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
There's
insane.
a bunch of those too.
Buddy, I had an entire week.
Yeah, that's true. That was back when they're like,
I couldn't leave my room.
yeah, that's tough.
I didn't want to get the kids or anything like that sick, so yeah. But I watched. No, I do not recommend doing that. I mean, like, they're cool, but I don't understand the hype. There's better stuff to watch.
Yeah, I'm not into the.
I'm not neither.
I'm not into the.
But there was nothing else that I could think of to watch.
Yeah. And like I have Hulu Live, I swear, they play the same stuff on Hulu Live. The channels like over and over and over and over and over. Like if I turn on Comedy Central right now, I guarantee The Office is on. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's always on. Or if I turn on, there's one channel that Shark Tank's always on, like with Mark Cuban and all that.
Joker's always on.
Do what?
Impractical Jokers is always on the channel.
Yeah, and I'm like
CMT plays the same 4 shows over and over and over again.
Yeah, except for the time.
At least when I watched it, it'd be like Reba, Last Man Standing, and like a couple other ones.
Yeah,
but it's just those 4 shows over and over and over again.
Right, and then like
those are good shows though.
They have like what's it called? Like the scheduled like programs, I guess, for like one night a week, like Tuesday night this time. Like that would be the
new episode of whatever.
Like The Rookie is a show. That show.
Yeah, my wife watched that.
At this time, every Wednesday or Tuesday, I forget what it is, but like Wednesday at 9:00. That hour is the only time that channel is anything other than what it always is. And it's like, I'm tired of watching the same crap.
It's because nobody
over
does
and
live
over.
TV anymore. The only reason people get live TV for the most part is for sports.
Yeah, and
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. In fact, I cancel live TV after college football's over. I only pay for live TV whenever college football's in.
I need to watch March Madness. I got a lot of time to do that. I can keep up with March Madness. I ain't thinking about that.
I've never got into that. I've wanted to, but I never
Basketball,
have.
dude, March Madness is intense.
Yeah.
The problem is it's hard for me to get into it when I don't keep up with it at all throughout the season.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's hard for me to turn in like just for the tournament.
That makes sense. So, but
So I don't know nothing that's going on. All I know are the rankings that they say. I don't know how teams actually play or
yeah,
perform or how they match up against another team or anything like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just like watching the underdogs run through a tournament.
Yeah.
But I mean, who doesn't like a good,
That's always cool.
Underdog story like that?
Whenever you
hear
hear the team that's getting beat by an underdog.
Yeah, that's true too. That's not ideal. But ow. I forgot what I was about to say. I don't know. Well,
Okay.
there we go. Next
Well,
subject, I guess.
Seth, you got your deer head back.
I do.
Yeah,
And
front and center.
I can pull it off the wall real quick, but as you can, if you're watching on YouTube, you can tell how the antlers are. That's what this is a while ago, like one of our first podcasts, I was talking about how the antlers like grew really weird.
And you can't tell from the pictures.
No,
until you see it in person or you see it right there. I couldn't tell in the pictures.
Yeah,
you can tell right there real
it
good.
dips way down and then comes up. It's really weird. But yeah, I was super excited to get that back. It I measured it at 119.
That is
Didn't quite bust 120. I was hoping.
Well, the cool thing is that is a 119 on y'all's property. Like,
yeah, it's the biggest deer that we've killed on the property or in our family
in our
ever.
family period, yeah.
Well, the thing is that means those genetics are out there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So there is, I mean, you can obviously grow, a little bit bigger than that and stuff like that.
And I think he was 3.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure he was 3.
So that's cool to know that.
I asked the taxidermist, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's cool to know that kind of size is, and that's not the only big deer y'all had out there either.
No, we had some young ones that were big that need another couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. The biggest thing is when it comes to stuff like that is having people in the area on the same page.
For the most part, I feel like everybody is. But you always have those couple of outliers that after sitting all season,
the
next thing you know, your 6-point or your spike or something like that gets shot, and you're like,
"What just happened?"
Yeah,
and they're like, "Well, I just ain't shot none." I mean, go shoot a doe.
Yeah.
Why are we shooting 1.5, 2-year-old, 6-point or 8-point that's still inside the ears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's a 10-point?
9.
9. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the next biggest that we killed was just over 100, and that was on the property. It was like 104, 105. It literally fits inside of that rack.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You would think, 20 inches is, or say, let's go 15 inches for easy math. you would think that's not that big. You know what I mean? Like 15 inches
Yeah.
isn't a whole lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it comes to
Makes a big difference. Which I will say, when we first got the property, we haven't had a lot of experience looking at big deer,
Never.
aging big deer,
Mm-mm.
none of that stuff. So
I've really been hitting that hard this year.
yeah, we probably set us back a little bit our first year by shooting deer that we thought were like big deer,
Yeah.
and then we realized like, okay, this is not the same kind of hunting we've been doing our whole life.
Right.
Like this isn't Fort Stewart or the
public land hunting,
over-
man, you just
overpopulated,
Right.
public land. Because we hunted Fort Stewart before there was any quality deer management out there.
Yeah.
So if you saw a buck, period, like you were lucky.
Yeah.
More or less one with size. Now they got the deer management out there, and there's actually good bucks being pulled out of
Mm-hmm.
Stewart now. But that's all just because of the management.
Yep.
But you go to some of these WMAs that we go to, I mean, there's big deer running around, but not as big as there could be.
Yeah.
And so that's what we were used to. And now we're what, like year 4 into this, Seth?
Yeah. And
We've started to realize, and so we have toned it way back, and we're starting to see results. I mean,
I made a whole plan for this whole entire off season.
Well, Seth let an 8-point that we would have shot 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, I let it walk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and most people would still shoot it, and it made it through the season. We saw it after gun season was over. So as long as it makes it through the summer, I mean that deer has a chance to be a stud this year.
Yeah.
Good deal. So what?
Which if Brittany was hunting with me that morning, it would have died probably.
Well, that's different too. I also get
she's
like
never killed her buck ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a big
too,
like I'm a big if it's your first buck, I'm not really picky. And
Yeah.
I'm big on if it's your first deer, I'm not picky at all.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
shoot whatever walks out. If it doesn't have spots on it and it walks out and it's your first deer, shoot it. I don't
Yeah.
care. And if
Yeah.
all you've shot are does and you've never shot a buck and a 6-point walks out, shoot your buck.
Right.
It's legal.
Get it under your belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you know, you start being a little bit pickier.
Gotcha.
Especially on private land.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with I don't know a whole lot about aging. What is it?
I'm still learning it, honestly.
So okay, well, I mean, then y'all may not know, and this may make us all look stupid, but I'm gonna ask anyways. So by letting that 8-point go, is it gonna stay an 8-point? Will it add antlers and stuff? Or how does that work based off?
So
or does it
pretty much
not,
if it does stay an 8-point, most likely what will happen, it'll just grow time length. The brows, G2s, G3s, all those will grow, and it might start growing like a little kicker or something.
Okay.
And then like after he drops those, the next year that kicker will be probably a point next year. But he was a straight 8-point, like just mainframe 8. I mean, nothing crazy on him.
Very typical antler.
Yeah, he was a typical 8-point.
So that's pretty much what we like.
Yeah, we don't have no freak.
That's the rack you see right there is the craziest one we have, and I honestly gotta think that was from like he did something this year when his antlers were growing to cause that. I don't think he grew like that every year.
Yeah. Because I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
but yeah, that 8-point will should in theory have more mass, more length, and all that stuff to them.
So a lot of times they just grow. They don't necessarily actually grow more points each year.
They will, but not every time.
And it's not a guaranteed thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But obviously
they will
grow
more mass, more length than the tines and all that.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I had no clue. So that's pretty cool. Maybe that thing will turn out. So, do y'all think it'll be I mean, are y'all planning to have it as a shooter next year,
Yeah,
or?
I want to learn how to age deer because that's a good way to. So with our piece of property, it's hard to shoot deer based off of age because we don't have enough to really manage it off of age alone.
Right, because they're not staying on
Um,
y'all's property either. Like those deer are roaming.
Not full time, yeah,
Yeah,
especially not during the rut. But typically you want to shoot deer based off of age and size.
Yeah.
gotcha.
Not just size alone. Because if you have a 2-year-old that's a freaking stud, well, what's he gonna be when he's 4?
Right.
Yeah.
So I think the sweet zone that most people aim for is like that 4 to 6.
Yeah, they do.
Years
If
old?
you can get in between that 4 to 6 years old,
Okay.
that's typically shooting age.
Now, is there sign? I mean,
then
obviously, is there signs that like you can look out and see like the
yeah,
back is concaved
people
or
people can. I'm not to that point.
I wouldn't say I am neither, but I will say that 8 point. My guess, he was 2.5. I think he'll be 3.5 next year. Obviously, I think he was 2.5,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's
he was
some people
definitely
really good at it.
yeah.
But even the people
Gotcha.
that are really good at it, they'll say, "Oh, this deer, I believe, is this age," and they shoot, and they'll be off by a year or 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, you can't. I mean, from
Yeah,
that far. I mean, you're looking at it through a scope. I mean, all that stuff goes
yeah.
into consideration. But
But some people are really good. But this is something that I mean, I just started really paying attention to it this year. Probably the end of last season. This year is whenever I really started paying attention to it
yeah,
and
Yeah.
trying to figure it out. And I'll be honest, I've done limited research on it. I just dropped it.
he just dropped his pen. He's all in.
No, I
He's
got the
freaking
pin.
out.
I
He's
dropped
wigging. He's
the
wigging out.
other thing. But I can't remember what I was saying. That totally threw me off. Anyways,
Limited research on how
oh
to.
yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of research on it, and I haven't talked to a whole lot of people about it. So I need to do more research on it and figure out how to do it, but I just haven't gone to that link.
Gotcha. So, I mean, I guess still on the same track of that. Y'all have been pretty wide open out there on the property,
Yes.
getting stuff kind of prepared and all.
We got a lot of stuff done Saturday.
Now,
Yeah.
is there like, is it better to have this stuff done way in advance? I mean, obviously we're in, what is it, March? I mean, deer season
Well,
doesn't
it's
come until.
springtime. Everything's about to start growing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was the plan. Go ahead and get everything
So I need
how
to
you
get out
want it.
there and get that
Cut.
stuff.
No. You know, you're good. Like I said, it's pretty muddy. We had a
Yeah,
lot of
true.
rain. So the food plot we made, I mean, it's pretty. Everything's
There's
done
some
pretty
people that
much.
don't plant food plots until like bow season starts.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're just
So
trying to get everything ready, and I wouldn't mind like planting stuff throughout the
yeah.
spring,
Well, just to
summer,
get them
fall.
kind of familiar with that
Yeah.
area.
And it helps with just health. In the
Yeah.
off season, they struggle finding food just because they ate it all during the rut or getting ready for the rut and all that because that's when they get all fat and because they're about to use pretty much
Yeah.
all their energy. So it the summertime's the worst like food wise for the deer.
Really? See,
Yeah.
I would think that would be opposite, because everything is like bloomed and grown out.
Which around here it's not a huge deal because we live around, or I live around a lot of farmland.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
farmland
Yeah.
5 minutes that way, 5 minutes that way,
Yeah.
and they
30
So-
seconds the other way.
yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's kind of
Gotcha.
they got food.
And there's
Pretty
food
much
plots all over the place too. I mean, we could see one person's food plot from our property line.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
behind y'all?
hmm
Mhm.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So also trying to find stuff that's not planted is
Yeah.
a key.
Yeah. Something
And
a
I
little
think
different.
we found a couple of things, so we're going to see how it works. But we've got pretty much all the fields ready to be tilled up except for one.
Are y'all doing food plots in all y'all spots?
The two that we already had, and then the one that we cleared out.
Which is
So we
the one
got
where
all the trees cut down.
okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, we got all the trees cut down. I pushed them all out the way this past weekend to kind of build up like a barrier
Yeah.
type thing. So now we just got to get those stumps out of there. We already got the ground ready. Once we get the stumps out of there and then rake it all out, then it's just
Fill it
till
up.
start planting.
Gotcha.
It looks totally different. You haven't seen it since hunting season, right?
No.
The
Not
whole
back there, no.
the entire woods look
Everything about it looks different.
totally different.
Already.
Really?
Yeah.
So y'all went back there and destroyed it.
Dad asked me. He said, "So how many trees you think you cut?" I said, "Probably over 100."
Oh wow. That's
It
a
was
lot.
definitely over 100.
Now, did you cut? How did you do that? Did you cut them? You let them
Start
hinge
cutting
over,
them, they start falling, and then they just fall and lay.
but you leave it attached, like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
where they
unless
can kind of walk under and stuff like that. More for
Yeah.
coverage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That stuff's gonna grow up. I mean, like it's gonna be thick. Like
the plan is to let the sun get in there, get all that grass growing, get it real thick so the deer feel safe.
But wasn't that
That's the
cause?
biggest
Well, I guess once you get, and I mean, I have no idea about, what's it called, property management type for hunting and stuff. So I mean, these could be stupid questions, but once you get that stuff cut and it grows thick, that won't hinder your hunt.
no, because we have certain areas we're pushing them to.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're wanting to. So that is in.
I left.
that is in.
And we've left pass and all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah, like
we're
where they were
pre-making deer
already
trails.
walking.
Yeah.
Like I would throw trees this way where they're already walking between. I wouldn't throw it over the trail they'd walk
Gotcha.
through.
we have
Stuff
we
like
have entrances going to the food plots. Like, I mean,
Gotcha. So you're trying.
It's-
It's
it's-
more of a, hey,
for
go
them to feel safe
this
walking
way,
around.
and
For them
I'm
to feel safe walking around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Huh? I didn't think about it like that.
Because deer don't like to be exposed. When they get
Ever.
exposed, they get nervous and finicky, but if they feel like they're in cover,
Yeah.
And
then
deer are
they're
hard to
good.
spot in general. It's kind of weird that they are, but they're like, it could be laying down 20 yards from you in a thicket, and you would have no idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No kidding.
So, and they can be so still. They can be staring at you.
Dude,
And
have
you
you
had
seen, have you seen
no
those
idea.
videos where like people walk up to like sleeping deer?
Yes, we and Shane
like,
were talking
touch them
about
and stuff.
something like this yesterday.
They like jump up and that deer just takes off. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nuts. Could you imagine? Oh my goodness.
No, I literally couldn't.
Dude, some of those videos you see, man, these are some massive bucks just chilling, like sleeping. Like,
Mhm.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would crap myself if I walked up on that.
I
Also tried to
swear.
shove a knife in his throat.
Oh my god.
Can't shoot it at night, bro.
Candace on your God.
That's crazy. We do not abide
We
by.
don't condone it.
I'm about to say we do not.
I'm just saying you can literally do whatever you want as long as you're willing to do it to punish, like the consequences.
that is a fact.
This is true.
I would recommend abiding by the law. We are
would
law-abiding
too.
citizens around here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never
For the
done
most
anything.
part. I haven't either.
I
I literally drove
calm
today
down.
without my seatbelt on.
Nothing that's the statute of limitations haven't taken care of already.
I don't know what that means.
Basically, I can't get in trouble for it anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
All the serious stuff.
Yeah.
All the serious stuff. In other words, it's
Yeah.
too far out.
Too far gone.
Yeah, too far gone. But hey,
BC, as they say.
before
Yeah.
Christ. We all got it. Dude, I'm dying. By the way, Popeyes, I think we talked about this before we started recording, but seeing that in the camera reminded me. Shane is like a huge Popeyes chicken sandwich guy. Huge. No. Go back and listen. He's
A huge Popeye spicy chicken sandwich. We
Look,
got to get it
I
right.
can't listen. All I can
Spicy
say
chicken
is
sandwich. If
I
I-
ordered a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes and they mess it up, that's on them.
Yeah, no,
Correct?
I agree. I'll be the
Okay.
first one to tell you. Popeyes is definitely the ghetto part of like chicken sandwich world. Like they're going to mess your
Good
stuff
when they
up.
get it right, though. I will say.
They're going to mess your stuff up. I have gotten unsweet tea when I ordered sweet tea more times than I care to admit.
That's crazy.
But I'm gonna go and let you know that spicy chicken sandwich is the best chicken sandwich there is.
No.
All I can say is Chick-fil-A wouldn't have got my order wrong.
No, Chick-fil-A's not going to.
Chick-fil-A is better.
But you're gonna get a mid chicken sandwich.
No, you're not.
I will tell
You
you
That's
the
a crazy statement.
The regular chicken sandwich compared so much better.
The
to
regular.
Chick-fil-A.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
almost
for
100%
sure.
positive. I'm on record saying this. That if you want a spicy chicken sandwich, you go to Popeyes. If you want a regular chicken sandwich, you go to Chick-fil-A. I'm not going to argue that, and I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that's on record.
It's definitely
I
on
think
record
he has
now.
said that on
It's definitely
podcast
on
before.
record. Yeah, it probably is.
And if I haven't said it on podcast, I know for a fact I've told people that. But I go to
Yeah.
Popeyes strictly for the spicy chicken sandwich.
And he ordered 3 of them.
I ordered
I
2
swear.
of them today. I'm praying. I am praying to the good Lord that
If
when I
it
go
doesn't
in
have
there,
the sauce on there, you got ripped off. Like it's gonna be crap. I'm sorry. I hate to admit it. Like I hate to tell you that, but it's just gonna be crap.
The last
I'll
2
be
times
so
I've went to
disappointed.
Popeyes, I messed up the first time because I just ordered a regular chicken sandwich.
Yeah, can't do that. That's
But
not
then the
nice.
second time I got the spicy because I called Shane right after I got the first one the first time, and he was like, "Would you get the spicy?" I said no, and he was like, "Well, you messed up." So I went and get back like a month later or whatever, got a spicy, and the bread was like hard. It was not good.
my bread was
Oh,
hard too.
I haven't had that issue.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, it was like a brick.
Yeah,
I
bro.
DoorDashed Popeyes the
My
other night,
camera's not focused.
and my bread wasn't hard.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was not.
Mine was hard. Now
They got
I
one more
did
strike. That's all I'm saying.
I did wait until I got to the house to eat it, so that could have been partially my fault.
Yeah, I honestly God haven't had that issue. The fact that both of you had that issue blows my mind. I've eaten a bunch of their spicy chicken sandwiches. I mean,
don't
just
know
the
what to
other
tell you.
night, seriously, I ordered 2
Focus
small
on myself.
sweet teas and 2 spicy chicken sandwiches. That's what I had for dinner.
Yeah.
That's crazy because it was definitely hard on my there we go. On my mine was, and it didn't have the mayonnaise on it or whatever, the spicy mayo
See
or whatever they're talking about.
that's the part that made. Would you had that one?
I have had one. Like I
where
do know
and it was cold and
Yeah.
and it was good.
yeah, that's why I was not upset. Like if I didn't eat it right then, I'm like, if it's cold, it's not gonna be bad.
It's still good.
Yeah, it's still good. I ate it and I was like, bro, this bun is hard and this mug is gross. Like, what is going on?
You didn't
I
have the
was so-
mayonnaise,
I
the
guess
spicy
not.
mayonnaise or whatever
Because
it
it's
is.
like all over the place usually, and it was so clean.
yeah,
eating
it's
it.
dripping.
It was so
Yeah,
clean.
it's-
I was like, they jacked me up.
Yeah, they jacked you up. They will
I-
do that now.
I-
You have to check. You have to check your sandwich before you leave there.
Well, what's worse, McDonald's jacking you up, or is it Popeyes going to jack you up?
McDonald's because their food isn't as good. So
Yeah.
your order gets jacked up and it tastes like.
Yeah, that is true.
That's
too.
true.
So,
Touche,
Well, yeah.
touche.
but yeah, I'm like, you'll never convince me otherwise. That spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes, man.
So I wonder if you just get the spicy mayonnaise and put it on the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
I bet you I'd be banging.
It'd be worth
I
a
bet you
try.
that'd be so good.
It'd be worth a
If
shot.
you get
I'd be
you
down to
go
try
go to Popeyes, get the spicy mayonnaise. Go to Chick-fil-A, get their chicken sandwich because their chicken sandwich is better, and then put it on top
I'd be down with that.
We have to try it one day.
because their spicy mayonnaise is
The spicy mayonnaise is good, and it's got some pep to it too. Like there's
Yeah.
some days I have gone back to Popeyes like, yo, y'all didn't give me the right thing. Like I'm not eating this crap.
This guy.
I have,
Oh my
dude.
God.
I don't care for the regular chicken sandwich, and I paid for the spicy one. Give me the spicy mayo. That's
Oh,
what I'm
by the
paying for.
way, I got 2 sandwiches and a drink. That motherfreaker was $15.
That's crazy because I ordered 2 drinks and 2 things from DoorDash with a tip and paid like $21.
Dude, it was like $4.99 or something for one of those sandwiches, which I feel like is
Yeah.
normal. But then I don't know, like I got a large drink, but I feel like that's
Dude, I'm telling you, they'll jack it. You got to look over your stuff at Popeyes.
They got me. I got
It's
got.
Louisiana.
They got me.
I got
It's
got.
Louisiana stuff. Like, you got to pay attention to that. I mean, let's be honest. Popeyes is not known for the customer service. They're not known for
No.
getting the order right. They're known for what they're known for.
They're known for some good chicken.
And they're good at that.
Yeah.
They're not good at anything else. They're good at spicy chicken legs and just regular chicken legs, right? And they're good at a spicy chicken sandwich. They're not even good at just a regular chicken sandwich.
No,
and their fries are so good, and their mac and cheese is good, and their sweet tea is good.
Their sweet tea is good.
So they're known for those things, and they do those things well. Everything else, like, they're still going to come because we're good at everything else.
I think that's the first time I've ever went and bought Popeyes for myself. And they jacked it up.
Yeah, I think you've told me that.
So, hey.
Well, I'll take some of the blame because I probably should have told you, like, you've got to check your stuff
Yeah,
at Popeyes.
I just put my junk in the seat beside me and took off, boy.
No, it ain't Chick-fil-A on that aspect. Like, Chick-fil-A's employees will run you down.
Yeah, like, you forgot your Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah.
Something that don't even matter.
Like, oh, yeah, Popeyes like, oh, cool, I guess I got a meal now. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
but you don't go to Popeyes for the customer service. You go to Chick-fil-A for the customer service. Soft people go to Chick-fil-A.
Soft people. I mean, that's probably true. People with people that
with
don't
thin skin. Yeah, with thin skin.
Yeah, because they're gonna be nice.
Yeah.
What did they say?
If you're having a bad day, you don't go to Popeyes because it's going to get worse.
I don't care. You asked for a large. You're getting a regular. Like, okay, cool. I didn't want one anyways.
I've been to Popeyes like, we're out of this. We're out of that. I was like, are y'all out of the spicy chicken sandwich? You're like, no. All right, cool. I don't care if you out of anything else. I just want a spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Everything else is a plus.
Yeah, like they have this automated thing playing when you get up there. Like, would you like to try a 2-piece? That's and this is just this nicest person talking, and then in the middle of that little spill, you hear, beep, what would you like? I'm like, Jesus. Oh my God.
No, the loudest intercom at a fast food restaurant, in my opinion, is Cookout. That thing makes me jump every time. I'm like, golly.
Yeah.
It is loud. I don't know. Not KFC.
KFC's trash.
I don't like KFC. Frig, what's the name of it? It sells fish.
I have no idea.
Captain D's.
Captain D's. Captain D's is pretty good.
I like Captain D's, but their drive-through thing in Statesboro is wild, boy. Like sometimes my truck won't pick it up. Like it won't. The sensor or something won't allow my truck to work. I don't know how. Other days it does. Like it was a huge thing when I was in the Dodge. Like it legit wouldn't. I'd sit there and 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 sit there, and eventually I just had to pull up to the window. And they're like, "We didn't get your order. Your truck wouldn't register. Whatever." Okay, but when that joker does, they're like,
"Your truck wouldn't register."
Like it wouldn't let them know that there was a vehicle there or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought there was a camera. They just see somebody's there.
Couldn't tell you.
I have no idea how it works.
I'm so confused now.
I can tell you that happened.
I thought it was a camera too.
That it happened more times than not.
Maybe they
with
can't.
The Dodge.
Maybe they can't talk unless it senses something there.
I don't know. I have had them walk out the back door one time and say, "Hey, it won't work with your truck. Pull up."
That's wild.
So I don't know.
That is crazy.
Which not so much this truck. It's happened like once.
If you were to drive through, can somebody tell us how a drive through works?
Yeah, because obviously we have no clue.
Yeah, because now I'm confused.
Yeah,
apparently it doesn't work like I thought it did. I thought they could see a car and then they hit a button and said, "May I take your order?" Or they yell at you like Popeyes, "You can order now." That's how I thought that just went.
Yeah, I don't know. But now I do like, I don't know. I like me some, what's it called? Captain D's. That's what it's called. That food is good. This customer service there isn't that great either, though.
But you don't go to places, honest to God, like
no.
When I go to a fast food restaurant, I could care less about your customer service. Like the Burger King in Springfield, I don't even care for Burger King. But the Burger King that was in Springfield had the best food of any Burger King I rated at.
Burger King. Yeah,
their customer service was
the worst.
Trash.
Was the worst.
Well, it was so bad. But guess what? I would pass all the other Burger Kings that had good customer service to go get the good food.
Yes.
And I'm not paying for your customer service. I don't care. Take my order, take my money, give me good food.
Yeah.
If I want good service, I'm gonna go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, I guess that'll wrap it up for the evening.
We just went on a 30-minute rant, I feel like, about food.
For the first half and the second half.
The first half was TV shows, right?
But we went on a rant both times, what I really mean. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have that. You know what I mean? That's part
I'm
of
not
it.
lying. He kind of got me worked up when he started talking bad about Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Well, I'm just telling you.
Well, it was not good.
Yeah, well, you got the wrong sandwich. I
Here
understand.
we go.
That.
And we're
I
off.
got the right sandwich last time, and it still wasn't good.
That just blows my mind. I feel like I'm gonna buy you a spicy chicken sandwich tomorrow for lunch. I am. I'm gonna do it. I'm a DoorDash it.
I'll be at the house if you want to send me one. That'd be cool.
You have one sitting in your fridge right now.
I have one sitting on my couch actually.
If it doesn't have,
it's in the bag and
mayonnaise
the
on
wrapper and all that. If it don't have the mayonnaise on it, I'm throwing it away.
Do you still have the receipt?
I have no idea.
You have nothing better to do. Take it back.
There's no way.
Oh,
right?
could you imagine?
Take it back. But I ordered a spicy chicken sandwich. This ain't got it ain't got a spicy mayonnaise on it.
That would be wild. Could
I'm
you
sure it's
imagine being
happened.
the person to like deal
You'd
with
be
that?
like, what?
Like,
Like,
buddy,
look, dude,
you lick the sauce off. Like, no, like that's what I would
show
say.
me the remnants of the sauce. There'd be remnants. There's no way. You could never get all
that,
the
but
sauce.
I would argue the crap out of that. As the person who had to deal with it,
You want to know why I wouldn't if I was them? I don't get paid enough to argue that. You're getting another sandwich.
that is true.
Like, I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah, that is true, especially at Popeyes.
But I say that those jokers get paid like $18.
I'm gonna say, yeah, fast food joints pay them real good nowadays. Supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly.
So, but all right, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this week's podcast. We have talked a little bit about a lot, mostly about property management. So hopefully, if you didn't know how some of that stuff worked, like I didn't, that you are now informed a little bit better.
And hopefully we're correct because
Yeah.
we haven't actually done this before, and so we'll see what the results say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it
So-
might take us like a couple years to figure this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, and if you have any other tips, I'm sure, obviously, as long as it's not something outlandish or crazy, I'm sure we'd all be open to listening or reading a tip that you've
I'm
got.
all ears.
Like we said, I haven't done much of anything for it, but they've put a bunch of time in. I'm sure they want to see it. What's it? Prosper the best ability, have the best ability to prosper. So, but with that being said, guys, before we get out of here, let's plug that social media one more time.
Yep, go like the Facebook page, the YouTube channel, the what's it called? The TikTok and the Instagram. Everything is at the Southern Roots. Go like, subscribe, share, comment, give us some interaction. It would be greatly appreciated.
With that being said, guys, this has been the Southern Roots Podcast. I'm Andy.
I'm Seth.
And I'm Shane. Remember, always keep those Southern roots.